The Nigeria police force is taking significant steps to address corruption and improve transparency, according to top officials. At the 8th edition of the Integrity Icon Summit, Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun, represented by Assistant Inspector General Benneth Igwe, outlined the ongoing efforts to eradicate corruption within the force. We are committed to ensuring accountability and integrity at every level of the police service, said Igwe, adding that reforms are underway to change the force's public image. The summit also saw the recognition of outstanding public servants for their dedication to upholding the values of transparency and accountability. Mavis Ako reports.
If you get stopped on the street or on the road when you're driving to work, for example, by VIO, for example, or road safety, and you know that you don't have the mental capacity to exchange dialogue with these people, so you're tempted to just give them something from your pocket so that you can get going. Ask yourself, are you doing the right thing to enable change to truly happen? Because knowing that change starts with us.
The common reaction in society when a public servant's display of integrity is questioned is often naming and shaming. However, diminishing corruption in the public service has become a growing concern, leading to the need for naming and faming. This shift was evident at the 8th edition of Integrity Icon Summit, an event organized by Accountability Lab Nigeria in partnership with the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, Luminate, and the Yardua Foundation in Abuja. At the summit, 5 public servants were celebrated for exemplifying integrity in a bid to promote positive behavioral change among government officials. According to Assistant Inspector General Benneth Igwe, the Inspector General of Police is actively working to ensure that integrity is restored within the force.
The narrative is changing. I can confidently say that. I think in Nigeria, the police force as a government body, we have been trying all our best, ensuring that integrity is restored. The IG is number one person that doesn't like corruption. You can see him anywhere you see him. He's an erudite scholar. And it cascades down, even to the last constable we are being trained now. And one of the winners I saw here is an inspector of police. Can't we clap for us? We have more. We have more than one.
Stakeholders discussed several ways to improve transparency and accountability in the country.
Building trust in governance processes is both an urgent necessity and a collective responsibility. The persistent trust deficit, fueled by corruption, lack of transparency, and weak institutional framework, demands deliberate and sustained action from all stakeholders. Ethical behaviors and positive norms form the cornerstone of trustworthy governance, fostering transparency, accountability, and inclusivity.
The ICPC has done for 3 years the National Summit on diminishing corruption in the public service, during which some public officers who have done well in terms of display of integrity, proven consistent display of integrity, we have identified them, recognized them, presented them to the world, and rewarded them.
Meanwhile, the convener and country director of Accountability Lab Nigeria, Friday Ode, discussed the importance of open governance.
Some of the criteria basically is, integrity, accountability, transparency are those things that are basic foundation or basic tenets of making a society work and making citizens engage with public officials. But again, I want to break it down to in terms of open governance to ensure that there's information shared that enhances citizens to communicate with the government. Secondly, is about the service delivery. I mean, if you go to a couple of government offices, it's not about bribe. Sometimes you manipulate data to ensure that you are telling the right story. But again, it doesn't help planning as a country. But we have people who ensure that the right thing are being done, from hospitals to schools, even in procurement processes.
Trust is the foundation of governance. The concept of social contract is that citizens trust the government to provide for their security and welfare, and in turn, they explicitly and implicitly surrender some of their freedoms and allow the state to bear arms to protect them. Trust enables citizens to believe in the legitimacy of government actions, fosters collaboration, and ensures the stability of institutions. The Integrity Award discussions centered on how to build trust in governance by leveraging the power of ethical behavior and positive norms. From the nation's capital, Mavis Ako.